Hey guys, I am back. I am doing a whole lot better. Um, this morning was a struggle, I must say. I woke up in a lot of pain. I was uh, very sore and trying to find good light for y'all. There we go. I was very sore. And had to take like 6 Motrin. My neck, the back of my neck is very sore. I don't know if it's just, I don't know. COVID is not fun. I've been fighting through it. I am proof that, uh, if you're not vaccinated, you can still make it through. I've always said that if I ever caught COVID, that I would probably survive it because I have a good immune system. That's what it boils down to. That's the whole point of the vaccine, is to give you an immune boost so that if you do catch it, you don't have to go to the hospital. You can, stay home and fight it. So, um, some people need it. Some people need it. But I feel like you build your immune system up so that you can fight diseases and viruses and you will be fine. Um, all praises to the Most High, man. I tell you, man, this man's been talking every day. I just prayed for I prayed for a few people. And I also prayed for my friend Ashley. She has I believe he's 7-year-old son. She ended up she was the third person that got the COVID who was in the car that day that we all were exposed. Unfortunately, she took it back home to her son, and unknowingly, she didn't know. He was already sick. He already had bone marrow issues. He has a feeding tube. He has his own issues, and unfortunately, they had to induce him into a medically induced coma today because of his seizures. He started to seize in clusters, she called them, one after another. So please pray for her son. Please pray for her. She's hanging in there. She has 2 other kids that are home, and she cannot, she can't break down. We can't break down, guys. We got to be strong, and we have other kids at home. We have other people around us that depend on us, and those are the ones that keep us going. Those are the ones that pray for us. I know my fiance says he prays for me all the time. He is not here in the room with me, but we have to talk on the phone and video chat because I have to quarantine. So I sound a lot better. This morning I woke up with my chest very tight. I was a little scared, so my mom went and got me a pulse ox. As you can see, my heart rate. I gotta turn it so y'all can see it. Heart rate is 79/80, and my oxygen is 99. I keep this just so that I can keep up with my oxygen. It's very important to keep your oxygen at about 90 at the lowest. If you don't have a pulse oximeter, if you don't have a pulse ox, this is what it looks like. Got mine from Walgreens. If you don't have one of these, slide your finger in. This is what you see at the doctor's office. They're $40 at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS. If you don't have one, it's really great to have one so that you don't have to depend on going to, this is what it comes in, this is what it is, pulse oximeter. Tells you your heart rate, beats per minute, to keep everything calm, cool, and collected, and it also lets you know what your oxygen levels are. It's very good so that you don't always have to feel like you have to go to the hospital. I don't know if I need oxygen. I don't know. I just know my chest is tight. Nobody wants to go into the hospital with COVID, especially if you need oxygen, especially if you are having trouble breathing, because our worst fear is what? Getting put on that ventilator. Because my question is if you're going to put me on the ventilator because I can't breathe, what are you going to do for my lungs while I'm on that machine? Are you going to treat my lungs while I'm on this machine so I can get off, or y'all gonna put me on this machine and just then leave me? And 9 times out of 10, you don't come off because there's no treatment for that lung disease, the infection. Some people, my doctor said, I spoke with her yesterday. A lot of people in their 20s are coming up with this COVID pneumonia. And they're getting it in both lungs. They're getting it, and it's, taking them out. And right now, I'm just so thankful and highly favored, baby, that when I tell you, there was a moment in time where I thought I just was, I didn't know what was going to happen. It's hard to explain when you feel like you're slipping away and you don't want to even say nothing because you don't want to scare your kids. You don't want, anything bad to, really happen. So you just sit there and you're just like, okay, I don't want to die in my room, but I also don't want to, even speak it into existence, I think it's very important that we have some type of like a COVID comfort pack. I think I'm going to start that. There are certain things that you need to get through COVID. The things that I did was started Mucinex immediately. This is the one I'm using. It's only 7 tablets, but it's maximum strength. It lasts 12 hours. This is my second pack. The pills are huge. They are like horse pills. The pills are huge, but honey, they last 12 hours. I started them immediately. When you get your positive, you need to start Mucinex so you don't get a lot of fluid on your lungs, so that you can start to fight. Because if you sit and you let it build up, the Mucinex may not be able to get rid of all that. So I woke up really dry, like hurting, coughing, hurting. I was sounding like a monster. But now it's, I don't even know what time, probably 7:30 Arizona time. And I'm still got the tightness, but baby, I am taking them deep breaths. My doctor said on day 10, I'm able, which is Sunday, I'm able to leave my room still with a mask. I'm not going to leave my room till day 14. She told me if I wanted to, I can go into her clinic at that time. I can have them do x-rays and listen to my chest because I haven't had anyone physically listen to me to see if there's anything in there. Just because you feel okay doesn't mean anything. You also, between day 5 and 10, take that turn where some people feel like they're getting better and then they just don't be getting better. They just be fucked up. They wake up and be all jacked up. Also, my taste buds came back day 7, exactly a week from the day I got my positive. My taste buds started to come back. I put a cough drop in my mouth and I was like, oh shit. Okay. Let me try to eat something. I'm thinking maybe because it's really strong, and I usually don't, let the whole cough drop dissolve, because once you can only take so much if they strong. And I sat there and let that whole thing melt, and I was like, oh my goodness, I can kind of taste this. So man, I went in there and got me some spaghetti. Well, I had my daughter warm me up some spaghetti. Let's just be honest. Had my daughter warm me up some spaghetti, and I literally started to cry because I could taste it. And it wasn't even a lot, but I could taste it. It's like, y'all don't even understand when you go from eating air for 5 days and then all of a sudden you can taste honey. Y'all don't even know. I literally started crying. I was just like, yes. Like, I know he favors me in that, because my doctor didn't even know what to say. She was like, what? That's unheard of. You got your taste buds back? Yeah, I ain't got no nose, but honey, I never really had one. But at least if the house catch fire or something, I want to be able to smell some smoke or something. Shit, we gonna burn down up in this mug. But yeah, y'all don't even know, honey. I know everybody's like, oh, she'll be okay. Yeah, I am. I can say that today. that I'm going to be okay. My head still kind of hurts over here, though, dude. And I've been kind of hot all day, but I did never get no fever, no diarrhea, none of that. I got mild symptoms. And when I tell you the mild symptoms are enough, honey, I would rather have all 5 of my kids all over again and have my lipo all over again before I have this shit for 10 more days, for one more day, for one more minute. Like I don't wish that on nobody. Like, not even my enemy. Let's just fight. Let's just fight. I ain't gonna wish that on you. I also wanted to do an update on the things that I got in LA 2 weeks ago now. Got a lot of purses and bags and stuff that I can't even put out and sell because I don't want anything to be unwrapped or touched or anything until I get a negative. Also, I found out that they don't recommend that you retest after a positive because you still have antibodies. The antibodies are still going to be in your system for a while, so you may still get a positive. The main thing to do is to get the antibody test. The antibody test is where they draw your blood and then they see, your antibodies. They count your antibodies. And then they also see your white blood cells. If your white blood cells at any point are high, that means you're fighting an infection. If your white blood cells are low or normal, that means you're normal. So my best friend's husband had COVID already. His antibodies were good. She just retested him when the kids broke out with it, nieces and nephews, and then she had it. He tested just to retest just for the antibody only, and his white blood cells were really high. I believe that's what she said. And that just lets us further know that he probably got it again. So, you guys, antibody testing is very important. It's good to know your status, check your status, and know your status. I'm not forcing anybody to do anything. This is just me and my story, my journey. There were days I did not record because I had no energy. I sounded like a monster. I looked very pale, half dead. I just couldn't even, I couldn't. So this is me now. I can say I can smile today. I can't say I can smile today, y'all. My oldest son, Tavion, has it. He's 23. He has not lost his taste buds. He's on day 5. He hasn't lost his taste buds or anything. He's past the sleeping because when I tell you, you first get it, you are exhausted. My doctor also told me that it will be months before I get my energy back. I won't feel sluggish for a while. But you know what? I got to get back to my regular life. So I can't wait to get back to LA. Y'all don't even know. Like, I'm just ready. Just get me my nice hotel like before. Give me my hotel so I can just go and sit. And it's crazy because we always go to the alley and then the fashion district, which y'all think is the same thing, but really it's not. It's not the alley. It's the alley. The fashion district's the fashion district. The flower district is the flower district. It's all the same area, but it's different. So it's crazy that we were in the fashion district and in the alley where there was so many thousands of people and we didn't get sick. I didn't get sick. My man didn't get sick. I go back to work, take a ride from 40th Street and University to 67th and I don't even know, fucking Grand, some shit. Riding in the car with somebody with no mask. My message to you guys is to please, I don't care if y'all know the person. If the person don't know they got COVID, how are they protecting you? That mask, if we would have all had masks on riding in that car, and she talking about she got allergies. If I would have just thought to be like, put your mask on anyway, because you don't know if that's allergies. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. And then she's saying her allergy medicine ain't kicking in. Girl, if it's allergies, that Claritin be kicking in, girl. And if it ain't working, it's probably not allergies. So people walking around like, oh, my nose is stuffy, my throat hurt, I got allergies. Yeah, the weather's changing. Yeah, we know. But guess what? Everything ain't allergies. And that's how it starts. Put a mask on. Wear your freaking mask. Had I had my mask on, had she had her mask on, I would have never caught COVID. I've been on the front lines for a year now and have been so good. I've traveled since the pandemic. I've been to Vegas 4 times, maybe 5. We go to LA every 2-3 months. I've been to LA 6 times since 2021 has been here, and I've been good. So protect yourself. You protect you. Because had I been like, fuck it, I'm just gonna wear my mask, I probably would have been good. But I was breathing the same air as her for almost 30 minutes in a car, a Mini Cooper at that. We're in a small space with the air condition blowing, and all 3 of us were lit up with COVID. So just be careful, guys, because you don't know. You don't know. Stop acting like you do. Stop. Because you don't know shit. And that's my word to you. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back. And no, I haven't been doing my intro. I can't even find my intro, y'all. I can't even find my damn intro. I don't even care, but I know y'all watching. I know y'all get it. I'll be back with a follow-up from my surgery as well. I'm doing so good. I had my 6-month appointment 2 days ago, and I had to miss it because I had no idea at 6 months I would be fighting COVID. So I'll let y'all know how that goes. I was 80% at my 4-month, and so now my 6-month appointment, I should be 100%, but I ain't gonna lie. That's that bottom of that fufu where your underwear go. Since I've been wearing underwear again, it's pretty sore. So I'm just probably not gonna wear any underwear. It's unnecessary, and you need to breathe anyway. I know a lot of women, as you know, you should be sleeping with no underwear on. That's medically necessary. That's how you breathe. That's how you don't need no Yanni Pearl. That's how you don't need to sit on no steam. That's how you don't, your body's going to do what it's supposed to do because you're letting it breathe. Them thongs, them silk underwears, all that cute shit is giving you yeast infections, and it's not okay. That's why you need to go get your Yanni and all that. Natural. But yeah, I'll be back, guys. Thank you all. I love you all. And I thank you all for taking the time to just hit the play button. I appreciate you.